No matter what the endeavor, you have to put in the time and effort, end quote. This is exactly what Swim to Win seeks to achieve with their swimming program. Swim to Win offers year-round swimming lessons on Nevis, which caters to all ages and abilities. Their professionally trained instructors prioritize safety, fitness, and most importantly, fun. Today, we warmly welcome the Director of Swim to Win, Terri Andrews, to learn more about this organization. Good morning, Terri, and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Well, good morning, and thank you so much for having me on your show. It's a pleasure.
You're welcome.
Likewise, Terri.
So in February, Swim to Win was a part of the team that worked towards introducing swimming to the curriculum of 2 schools in Nevis. Give us some insight on this milestone achievement.
Well, it is huge. I mean, when we began this endeavor about 3 years ago, our goal, one of our main goals, was to get swimming into the school curriculum. This was the ultimate goal of Swim to Win, is to, I think, as Cortensia said, we are developing a pool of qualified, professionally trained instructors. So with the ultimate goal of being able to introduce swimming into the ongoing school curriculum as part of their physical education, so as a new sport. And so these 2 pilot programs are, definitely a milestone. We've been working towards this, and then we're looking to launch towards more schools and more age groups come September.
It's a great time to be a child, isn't it? I wish I had this program when I was in school, because I will own this, Terri. I cannot swim. I'm owning this, thankfully.
But you can learn to swim now.
You are not alone. You are not alone, Jamie. When I moved here to St. Kitts and Nevis, I come from a country where we learn to swim. I mean, it just is kind of part of the school program. And I was astonished at the fear that is here for living on an island. But a lot of this stems back to the Christina disaster, which especially affected families here in Nevis, as I've come to understand. And it is this fear is deeply ingrained in the psyche here. And so getting this, it's the one sport that can save your life. It's something that we should all at least be comfortable in the water and learn life-saving skills. So that is our first and foremost goal, is to introduce swimming to everyone. We're starting here in Nevis, obviously. This is where I live, but to everyone, so that they can safely go and enjoy our beaches and our sea. So you're next, Jamie.
Good to know.
We teach all ages. We have now started a parent and child class as our instructors become more and more trained. So we teach from 6 months to our eldest swimmer was 87 years old. Franklin Lawrence was introduced to swimming at 87. So you're never too late.
Wow, that's incredible. I have no excuses, Terri.
None whatsoever.
All right. So was that done as part of your free community days, or was that a separate program?
Right. I mean, we've launched a bunch of different programs. We have our Swim to Win Sundays, which are our group lessons, but we started introducing free community swims to introduce the public to what we are doing and to get them to meet our instructors and to understand our safety protocols. So that they can feel comfortable. As I said, we have our new mommy and me parent and child classes. We work with the Special Olympic athletes as well. So we say we go from bubbles to butterfly. We will meet you at wherever your skill set is, whether you're extremely fearful or all the way up to competitive levels. Our ultimate goal, obviously, is to get some competitive swimmers. We're going to have our first developmental swim meet in April. So we're quite excited by that. So, it's open for everyone. The idea is to really replace this fear that we see here with fun and fitness and family time.
What are some of the techniques or skills that are covered in your swimming curriculum?
Well, so as I said, we meet you wherever you are, but we start off by talking about proper technique. So when you come into the program, you learn, first of all, safety protocols. So you learn to float, you learn how to tread water, You learn about proper balance in the water. And you learn, to be safe, as far as like whenever your face is in the water, you're exhaling, your natural tendency is you want to hold your breath and you don't. If you hold your breath, you tighten up and you tend to sink. So you learn all of that about that first and foremost, and then we'll move you into the next level, which is where we say you get moving. We learn about proper, arm position and you're not swimming like this, we're swimming like this. We learn to be long in the water. Then we introduce kicking. You kick from your hips. As I said, it's a very core driven sport. Yeah. Then we introduce arms. And the very, very last thing that we introduce is breathing. Breathing is the first thing that breaks down your form. And so we want to make sure that the swimmer is balanced before we introduce that. And we start off with freestyle, backstroke. And then as the swimmer advances, we'll introduce, breaststroke and butterfly.
I have to tell you, Terri, when you mentioned kicking, I lingered on that a little bit because that's Hortensia's signature dance move. So I don't think that you'd have to teach her much about kicking.
Well, it's interesting. So many of the swimmers come and they bend their knees. We're not riding bicycles. We're swimming, and so again, the kick comes from your hip. You want to be long. Your toes are pointed. These are basically your paddles. But the kick doesn't really, it takes up a lot of energy and it doesn't propel you that much. So especially if you're out in the ocean and you're going for a longer swim. So the kick needs to be modified. It's really through your pull and how you pull through the water.
Sounds very technical. I'll have a lot to learn from you, Terri.
Well, it's like anything else. I mean, if you were going to learn tennis or horseback riding or anything, I mean, you just break it down into little pieces and it's fun. The most thing that we make sure that we're doing is that we're safe and we're having fun and you're learning a new sport. So it's exciting. The kids and the adults have a good time. I can guarantee you, Jamie, you'll have fun with us.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt at all. How many swimmers are currently registered with you, and what is the highest number you've ever had?
Well, our highest number, I want to say in our Swim to Win Sundays, which we run a couple of different sessions, we probably had about 80 going through at one time. We have reached over 300 swimmers so far. A lot of our swimmers come back and obviously continue to work on their techniques. We're just finishing up right now one of our series of our Swim to Win Sundays, and we have 52 swimmers going through that. We do Saturday programs. We probably have 25 swimmers going through that. So yeah, a lot of people are coming out. We're having, Anne comes back down to do some more training in April. And we're partnering with Department of Youth for the second annual Easter Monday Youth Beach Games, because once you can swim, you can go to the beach and we can do all sorts of fun games there. And then we're having an Easter camp, a 4-day swim camp. That's free. We have our sponsors with government and our other stakeholders. So we're able to offer those camps to the public for free. So at those camps, we usually have about 60 children go through those. So we're excited. It's a busy calendar.
It definitely is.
Are there any competitive swimmers part of Swim to Win, and will they be participating in the upcoming cross-channel swim?
Well, I have our athlete, our Special Olympic athlete, Robert Liddy, is definitely training and will compete this year, and we'll do the full crossing this year. He's done it a couple of times as part of a relay. So I'm very proud of him. I mean, he's my guy. But we do have, as I said, when Anne's down this next time, we're going to have our first invitational swim meet. Winston Crook of the St. Kitts and Nevis Swimming Federation got funding to build 2 in-water pools. So we have one in Nevis and one in St. Kitts. And so we have some children that are, capable of doing 25 meters. So now we are introducing them into pool swimming and flip turns and dive starts. So we're going to have an invitational meet with Eldon Thomas from St. Kitts, and we'll invite his swim club over. And the ultimate goal, Cortensia, is to, again, have competitive swimmers. I mean, that this will be another competitive sport.
So I imagine that, and you've already said it, the programs are in fact tailored to people at their various skill levels. Are they also tailored to various age groups as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And we want to reach, everyone. So when a swimmer, say, registers and comes in, we evaluate on the first lesson, so we may shift, who their instructor is and who their group is based upon not only their age, but their skill. We have two award ceremonies every year. So at that point, the swimmers are evaluated as far as they have to progress, through. So they go through a level 1, a level 2, level 3, and ultimately, as I said, up to a competitive level. So we'll take you as far as you want, Jamie.
That's great to know.
As far as you want. We notice you have an upcoming Swim Easter camp. What should patrons expect from your camp?
Well, again, the Easter camp is going to be similar to our Christina camps that we did last summer, and we will do those again this summer. So that's a 4-day swim immersion camp. We do a morning session and an afternoon session. So again, they come in and they'll learn faster that way because, they're learning every day as opposed to just a once a week. And so they come in, we again, just work through all the techniques and the details, and we have fun and snacks, and we play games on the beach. And so it's a lot of fun. We run that from ages 5 to 12 is the age group that is offered for the camps. And just excited to do that. And again, excited to be able to offer that, for free to the public. So it's definitely, I think Department of Sports said their phones were ringing off the hook.
That's a good thing. And a great initiative for the Easter for the kids.
And it's fun, and the kids are out of school, and Department of Youth has always tried to do something special here in Nevis on Easter Monday. And so now with this partnership, and for me, we're small, so we're a small island. And so to form these partnerships and collaborate. So now the Department of Youth and Curtis Clark is able to offer a beach games because we have the water safety issue in place with these trained instructors.
Well, it sounds like a great time that everyone enrolled would be, part of. I love the fact that you are encouraging me to swim, encouraging everybody to swim, Cortensia now, and I might even take a trip to Nevis soon enough with Studio 3 to 7. Never know, and we might be there for Good Morning SKN. So Terri, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. Thank you for all of your great work. It's been a pleasure indeed.
Well, thank you so much again for having me on. It's wonderful to be able to talk about this program, and I would love to invite both of you to come across the channel and come over to Nevis, and you can watch us in action.
Certainly will, on a boat. For now.